Hello and welcome to Press A to Die does some more Prepare to Die. This is post commentary, and believe me, it feels good to be doing some post commentary again. This part, it was done exactly on the same day as all the rest of the parts. So from part 1 all the way to this part, including this part, was all the same parts. So all done on the same day. So I was getting a bit tired by this point, and see, so was my software a bit, it's shuddering a bit. So my commentary wasn't up to much, so I decided to do this one in post-commentary and just edit down the entirety of Anor Londor and just I'll make it into 2 chunks because I did it 2 separate days. We take the shortcut there just to prove that I do, and we make it to the giant blacksmith. Giant blacksmith is always really important to visit when you're in Anor Londor. He's got the twinkling titanite, green shards and large shards. As it turns out, there's nothing really we need that he sells. That the dude in Sen sells, but I make a go of it and I start upgrading some kit. I'm only putting this bit in once just to show you what I was basically doing, but rest assured that as I was going around and doing Anor Londor and doing all the tasks I do, I keep on coming back to this blacksmith, buying more stuff and upgrading all my gear, and by the end of it I'll probably just have I'll show a little bit of what my gear's up to, but just assume that in the gaps in the editing, when I'm not showing my own deaths, I'm doing blacksmith stuff. So as you see, I'm just upgrading the waistcloth there. It does give a little bit of defense. I said it doesn't before, but it actually does. Now I make it to the painting room here. There was kind of 2 reasons I went to this painting room. The first one was obviously great magic weapons here, and that's something my build definitely needs. It needs to upgrade this magic weapon because it's starting to really cost me not having that. The other thing I need to know is I'm actually fishing. As you see, I got the ring symbol there. I'm going for one of their swords that they drop. I don't know if I picked it up yet, but one of these dudes drops it. The reason I was planning on doing this is this one. There we go, painting guardian sword. The reason I'm doing this is I was thinking of maybe having an enchanted one. I've had enchanted stuff before and it's been okay, but it's only recently have I just realised that the scaling on enchanted weapons isn't just flat scaling, as in, you know, one weapon scales the same as another and it's sort of done off its base damage. It's not like that. Actually, the scaling is tied to the actual weapon scaling. So I've had an enchanted Baldur's sword before, and it's about the same as Valkyr's rapier, but having something like a guardian sword with an S ranking actually transfers the S ranking over to the enchanted sword, which is something I quite like to try, but on the thought of it, you need 20 decks for it, so I'm probably not going to do it on this particular playthrough. Now this come in be quite funny because I thought I was being invaded here because I couldn't use this bonfire, but I didn't show it, but just for shits and giggles I did actually summon Solaire just to help me some giants for a bit. So I have to get rid of Solaire just to light this bonfire, which is kind of funny because I was like panicking a bit. Well, not panicking, you know, it's just I was getting excited because I hadn't been invaded yet, and I thought it was about time for me to be invaded, but no, it's just Solaire, just running around. And talking about invasions, oh, this is an invasion. This is something else. This is just showing how late in the day it was. Don't forget, this is all done in one big part, and I'm just making an absolute meal of the Silver Knight here. My eyes are getting tired. He should have killed me there, he didn't, but he rectifies this mistake and I die there. And just to show how clearly I was thinking, because I come back up to get my retrieval. I've got 11 humanity there, and my Ring of Revival, I decide I don't really need it. I've run past these dudes so many times, I won't need it, but the one time I don't have my Ring of Revival on, just check this out. Just unbelievable. Absolutely domination. And there goes all my souls. And that is the very first time in this game that I've lost my revival, so that's one massive mistake by me. That's the first one. Okay, I'm going to start the clip off in this room, just showing that I haven't got Havel's kit. Now, I don't really intend to pick it up unless I need it, and that's something I really couldn't be bothered to do. Now, there are some sound effects which some of you guys might have picked up on there, But I've been invaded for real this time. I don't know which angle this guy's going to come at me from, but I'm kind of excited because it's my first invasion. And here he comes. First thing I see, he's got a shuttle, which means that blocking is going to be an issue, because of course the shuttle can just go straight through block. He doesn't actually use that attack, he just goes straight for the quick attack, which is pretty smart play, because I mean, who the hell's going to try and block a shuttle, so you might as well just go for the fast attack and get loads of damage in. He also buffed it with the poison there, which is something I've not actually seen in donkey's years, but looking at my health going down, I don't really think it was worth it. And right now I'm trying to think of my options, and I'm thinking if I got Remedy or not. Of course I don't actually have Remedy equipped, I never have it equipped when I actually need it. It would have been quite nice to have it as an option here. I don't think he would have given me enough time to cast it, but you never know. I mean, it would have been nice to actually have a counter for this weird kooky strategy he's pulling on me. Now as it goes right now, he's using the Silver Tracer, he's done damage with the shuttle, and I'm just reeling from him coming out of nowhere, the shuttle. He's switching to a weapon which I have no idea what the moveset on that thing is. Poison is actually starting to rack up a bit. He's also getting bleed on with that thing, and also, as I've talked about before, this character is not good with bleed. So I'm bleeding, I'm poisoned, it's curtains for me. This guy played okay. I wouldn't say he's excellent and awesome, but I wasn't exactly at my 100% best. But he finished me off here pretty damn well, and I'm not going to put him on that. He also gave me the option to indict the player. I'm never quite sure whether I should indict or not. Most Dark Wraiths see it as like a kudos, but some see it as like a that little noob. He's trying to indict me. You know, he's butt mad. But I wasn't butt mad at the guy. It was quite cool. I got my first invasion, and looking forward to many more. So there's that. And here we go. I'm just showing you my stats and what I'm leveling up in. Mostly health, int, and some endurance. So there we go. But now we get on to the main event here. I'm just about to switch my rings out and put on some Gold Covenant cat ring. I did have a bit of a break here, but it's still the same day, so it's getting late. But I've had my drink, and the first bit here. Now my software's not actually working very well here. I can't actually see what's going on, but I sort of know what's going on. The first invasion I did, I was just gonna put on good old Chameleon here, have a little scope out for surroundings, have a little look, see what's going on as a bush, and just have a lay of the land just to start with. And I'm gonna see if there's any action going on. And my whole point of this was to, if there's something going on, I'll rush in there and help. If there's nothing, and I can see that there's actually 2 people there, then I'm going to try and sneak up and get as close as I can to where a forest hunter or a regular invader will spawn, and then like pop out when they try and gank him, if they gank him. So 2v2s are quite fun, so that's what I was trying to do. I've got this in 2 times speed, and I'm just basically playing a waiting game. Unfortunately for me, the host was either I wasn't doing a very good job of playing a bush, and they obviously know the terrain around the entrance very well, but the host sees right through it. I mean, his helper seems to be oblivious, but the host was on it, and he saw through the disguise, and you see he's going to come up over here and just prune my leaves a bit. He actually, even though he saw through the disguise, which is cool, he actually misses me quite a few times, and I was just sitting there just to make sure he knew what I was doing. I've still got my catalyst out, unfortunately, so I punch him in the face with a catalyst by accident, which is kind of unfortunate, because look, if that would actually been the shield like I thought it was, I probably would have parried that, which would have been fun, but I would have got dominated anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And they're using the dried finger there, so a rematch might be in offer some point soon. Now, on to the next one. Now, this guy, I think his name is Vex? Loads of kisses in that name, but either way, I don't know if he's a hotshot out there or anybody else recognizes the name, but playing this guy, he was really good. He was probably the most skilled opponent I've played on this playthrough. You can see the knife is an incredibly quick weapon, and to parry it, you kind of need to predict it. You can't just react to it, which is kind of one of the main strengths of the dagger is that you gotta know it's coming. You can't just see it that he's about to attack, because by the time you see he's attacking, it's too late to parry. So that's why you feel safe attacking with the dagger. This guy's having none of it. He's all about prediction, and after looking back at this, I do make a pretty good play actually. He does dominate me, but you know, I thought I had a good one here. See, he attacks, and then I go for an attack there, and he parries, and he sees that, and look, he goes for an attack, and then parries, and he gets me. Now, that stunned me there that he managed to do that, because it's really hard to parry a knife, so I'm kind of reeling a bit. And see, he tries to do it again, and I adapt. I go for a kick instead of a lunge, and he does tend to dominate me after that, but you see, I am thinking, even at this late stage in the game, that it was a jumping attack by accident there, that I did adapt there, so this wasn't a complete washout. And I see I'm just blocking now. I'm not really attacking. I managed to get some more damage in there. I'm just trying to get a little look to see what he's trying to do. I think what he was trying to do there is get me attack again, and he sees I'm so weak he can just do it. But he didn't need to. He managed to parry me again. Didn't need to. Yeah, that's one of the more skilled guys I've fought in a long time. Definitely the most skilled guy I've played in this playthrough, because those parries are hard to land, man, and he managed to get me twice. Even if I did like adapt a little bit well to his pattern there. So we are going to be moving on to the next one in seconds now. You see two people here. Got an onion, a skinny onion bro. Drops a nice message for me. Like a little wave. I think these guys might be the guys who like stabbed me in the bush. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention to the names. Either way, they seem to be polite and congenial. I'm like wondering if they're going to gank me or not. They don't seem to be. It seems to just be the host that wants to fight. So that's pretty cool. So the host wants to have a little fight at me. He kind of gets me in the menu there. It's my fault there. Bleed is racking up there, and I'm having a massive problem with bleed here. First time I've ever had a problem with bleed. I think that's more to do with the fact that my gear isn't upgraded. Land a parry on him, take him down. I see his friend comes up there, just wondering if he's going to say hello. Nope. He realised that I was probably a little bit better than they were expecting, and they went in for the gank. So I was thinking about parrying the other guy's attack, but I thought, I don't know if he's just standing there just to be funny, or if he's actually going for the proper gank, so I just took it off the cliff. Now we're on to Heavy Waffle right now, and this is interesting. He's a mask user. I think he was going for the backstab there as I was just finishing off my buff there. He's got the washing pole, and it's doing damage to my shield, so it's obviously some sort of elemental or insanely strong. And I was counter backstabbing there because I could see he was actually going for it. And he heals on me, and I'm not too fussed about that, to be honest. When people heal like that, it just makes me kick myself for not bringing Lloyd's talismans. Because when you have a Lloyd's talisman, and you use it on someone and they do it, and that's how it's done, ladies and gentlemen. That's what you're supposed to do. So this red guy is sort of where what I should be doing. So take lessons from the red guy, not from me. When you land a Lloyd's talisman and they do their little animation where they can't heal, that feels so good. And when I land that Lloyd's talisman and they don't heal, and I get them just screwed over for it, it makes up for all the times that you've raged at someone for healing in the middle of the fight. It really does. So I'm not going to blame the guy for healing. It's my fault for not bringing the Lloyds. Now I noticed they've got a glowing phantom there that they've summoned. Now, I thought I would be invading a forest hunter here, right? Because you don't invade a forest hunter as a forest hunter, so why is there a ninja over here? And he backstabbed the dude. Now, I'm not quite sure if the NPC can actually backstab, so I don't know whether this is just a guy who's role-playing, or this is what the NPC does. I don't think I've really fought the ninja much. I generally just kick him off a cliff when I do on his ring. So it's sort of interesting. I go down, backstab, and the way the guy's acting now makes me think he's an NPC, actually, now looking at it. But really interesting that maybe he killed one of the... yeah, that's probably what it was. See, it confused me at the time, because you don't invade other forest hunters. You probably just killed another one of the forest hunters with a Makuma or whatever. And invading Heavy Waffle again. This is the guy who I should avoid his talisman. Of course, I don't really have many Lloyd's talismans at all, so I've got the 4 that you start off with, and that's it. It'll be sure to invest in some more later. See, he was going for the backstab there. I rolled out of it, but I do know how to counter that. See, he's not actually doing it now, but I was sort of ready for it. And more blood loss. At the time, I thought that blood loss might be patched, but after re-examining all my stats and everything, it turns out that it's just when you don't have gear that's upgraded to like +10 or +5, blood loss is a real problem. But it's not so much when you've got upgraded gear, because it all upgrades the blood resistance as well, and quite a substantial amount, like more than poison and curse resistance. So it's interesting to know. His range of the washing pole there just completely dominates me. Not really much to speak about there. He was just slicing, and he sliced through me with bleed damage. We go on to the next dude here, who's obviously fighting somebody already. And just sitting around waiting for this dude to see what's going on, because yeah, I don't gank. As many times as I've been ganked, I tend to not gank myself. So I'm just waiting for this fight to end, and I'll join in afterwards, but I don't get to, so whatever. I'll just give him a little wave. Thanks for the chunk. And if you think that was easy, check this next invasion out. Right? Do a little jump cut, and as I come in, target destroy. Another chunk. That's literally all it was. It was just boom. I'm here. I got a chunk. I'm leaving. Kind of funny. I'll go towards some of my upgrades. Thank you very much. Bring on to the next invasion here. Just sort of rapid fire invasion going on here. I can't actually read that from the little preview screen I've got here, but you guys can. I'm running over to the bit here. I mean, whenever I'm sort of taking on forest invaders, I always go over to the cliff, but it seems that most people just stand by the stairs here. Kind of interesting. Give them a bow, I'm not quite sure. Usually I wave. I'm kind of done with bowing because it's not really honourable. It's just, hello, I see you, you see me. It's sort of more realistic. Oh yeah, this guy is probably quite new, just like me. Well, I say new, you know, a new character, because his gear doesn't do too well, and my upgraded dagger seems to just slice through him. And unfortunately for him, fat roll or slow roll, or whatever the hell roll he was doing, is not going to actually work against a knife like that. Especially when I'm actually doing damage for once instead of whatever. Well, you saw what happened. DPS just kind of overtook him, and his armor couldn't have been very well upgraded. And we're going to the next one here. Now, instantly I see as a forest bro. I thought he's been ganked at first, but looking at it now, turns out that he's just got a bunch of trees just doing the work for him, and I really don't want a part of that. So basically, I follow them around for a bit, and eventually the trees do the forest hunter's job for him. Nothing really impressive there, just entry hazards, killing people. I get a shard for it, I guess that's okay. And the next one, we go for a long name, and we got a forest hunter joining at the same time here. I'm not quite sure what his deal was about just trying to attack me here. Go for a little parry on him, but he doesn't want to parry me. Oh well. But 2v2 here, because we're both over here, they're both over by the cliff. Get some 2v2 action, let's go. I really wish there was a way to cancel animations, but oh well. So, I buff, he buffs, we all buff together. And see, he's got Moonlight Blade, I've just got Great Weapon, which kind of sucks. And this is not really a fight which, unfortunately, I was really prepared for. He's got some sort of a giant tail dragon weapon, which is from new content. Completely stun-locked me, killed me in 2 shots, now that guy's on his own. Sorry buddy, but I was just in a class that it was a heavyweight fight, and I'm still featherweight right now, thank you very much. where are we now? Got my buff out ready. I'm always like looking for it. See if it's going to be a 2v1 or a what v1. I'm not a big fan of the ganks personally. I'll give it a go if they want to gank me. But oh, I remember this one. Yeah, this goes pretty much the same way as the last one. Also, this shows kind of the weakness of the dagger build. I mean, I've talked about the pros, about how fast the attacks are. You've got to predict moves coming in to parry them. You've got to. It's incredibly fast DPS, but the range is a problem. And when you're fighting something like this, with this massive range of the Dragon Slayer spear, I just don't stand a chance. Look at this. I am rolling all over this jungle, and I am literally a mile away, and he is poking me to death. It's something I might have to work on just to figure out how I'm gonna beat something like that. Possibly a roll into close combat and then a parry. Possibly some more magic. Who knows? That's something I'm gonna have to work on, because spears beat daggers. It's pretty simple. Pretty simple equation. So as the dagger's my only offensive option, I have to work on that. Now we're gonna finish up here. I put my summon sign down. And we're going to finish up with some co-op. This is the last play of the day, just before I went to bed. So you'd think I'll be playing worse here. I get summoned. Turns out I did alright, I feel. I played my part, it's summoned pretty good. We've got a guy here with a Titanite pole here. Maybe he summoned me because I saw I had the halberd. I've been told that when you lay the summon sign down, it shows you as you laid it down, so I made sure I had the halberd equipped when I put it down, and I think that's probably why I got summoned. And I did actually get summoned pretty quickly as well, so... Ooh, a little bit of a mess up there. But I managed to parry the guy eventually. It's more difficult to parry than to not parry, and we just go around just destroying stuff basically. Wasn't really any big problems. The guy probably should heal before he goes in here. He hasn't sent me a message that I'm aware of which one he wants to kill first, so I'm sort of just waiting around, and he decides to go for Solaire as well, just to make things doubly interesting, I guess. And he's already got me. He doesn't need Solaire. I want to see if he wants to go over there and open the main gates, but I don't think he does. He just wants to go and place Snorlax and Pikachu up here. Come on. Oh yeah, we got some Solaire action. I do actually have notifications turned off. I'm not quite sure if I said this, but after my massive playthrough, I just checked my messages and I had about 6 messages from people. So if you guys, one of these guys watching this video, I apologize. I don't have notifications on when I do this. As you see, I believe it's his first time doing this, because I think if it's their second time or whatever, it doesn't actually show this cutscene. I know it doesn't when you do it, but I'm not quite sure if it does it with summons, so... Either way, this guy elected to watch the cutscene. That's fine by me, it's a pretty cool cutscene. And we fight, in my opinion, probably the hardest boss in the game. But who knows, maybe the new content boss is going to be harder. I see straight away he's gone for the Forstein over there. So my job is just basically keep Small busy, don't kill him, just make sure he's paying attention. He gets a little bit close to those dudes over there, so give him a little bit of a poke in the ass, get his attention. He gets all butt mad, starts slamming the ground. But, I'm not attacking him, I'm just keeping him busy. Because maybe he wants Small to set, you know. I doubt it, seeing as the stuff he's got, but I would have thought he would be more after Orstein stuff. But either way, I'm not here to kill Small, I'm just here to keep him occupied. See, Solaire and the other dude polish Orstein off pretty quickly. So we're up against Super Smo as he finishes slamming his friend. Which is an interesting way to get powers. I was wondering if he could actually do it to us. Kind of cool little mechanic is if you have like a lightning or fire weapon and he actually managed to get you with a slam attack, if that actually gave him a fire buff. That would be kind of cool. I'll have to like really watch for that. This attack here, when he runs and charges at you, the way to dodge it is to roll backwards at the right time. Now, as much as I always say that, and I've seen so many videos about people talking about, oh, the way to dodge this is to do that. I know how to dodge stuff like that. It still gets me. There's always going to be times when it's just, oh, at the wrong second, you're just not in the right position, you've got no stamina left, it'll get you, or you're just not ready. But you got Solaire, you got this other dude who's just firing magic from the distance, you got me going on there. Managed to avoid it then. That attack's kind of beastly. It's got a massive range on it. And, I don't really want to waste humanity just hitting this dude, so I'm sort of worried about him doing another butt slam with its electric stuff. But not so much that I just decided to run back in again. Solaire slamming into him, got me slamming into him, got magic hitting him, and I think, see there, I know how to dodge that attack. I've already explained how to dodge that attack and prove that I can, but it still gets me. I thought that would kill me, so I'm rolling away, and decide, well, if he's using magic, I can use magic too. Let's finish Small off with some range attacks. Poor dude, didn't really stand much of a chance. But that's a good way to finish this off, I think, is after some PvP, which is mostly fail, but a little bit of win. It's nice to finish it off with one big grand co-op win, so that's a bit of fun. So I'll just leave you guys looking at how I spend these souls, which has mostly been on vitality. I've been leveling up int a little bit and some endurance, but other than that, that's all she wrote for this. So I'll catch you guys on the flip side, and check out part 2. Probably doing a post commentate on that as well. That was done a week later, I think, because I've got so many parts in advance you guys wouldn't believe. But yeah, I'll see you guys soon.